Get out there, spider of it. So got some sable crimes to do down there. Some prisoner and sable crimes here. Crimes are done there. A lot of crimes there. Lots of crimes there. Lots of crimes there. And just one crime. Oh, lots of crimes there. Okay, well, we have lots of crimes to do, so let's do some crimes. May as well head down here and finish off Sable. At least then we can say that the bottom half of the island is done.
Friends, you know about the Spiderman related breakout at Rikers Island. Where are those escapees going now? To your neighborhood! Our next caller witnessed it personally. Please, tell us.
I was just coming back from the store when a swarm of guys in prison jumpsuits came out of nowhere. Like a pack of wolves. Robbing, beating, looting. Lucky for us, Spider-Man took him down.
Well, you know
Hi, Joe.
criminals are. Rival factions and all.
How you doing, man?
Not too bad. I'm just doing some crimes. And talking about video games with anyone who joins the party.
Alright, man. That's good.
Yeah, I played a little bit of My Hero 1 Justice this morning, which I had on staff own, and I thought it would take me longer, because then I'd go out at lunchtime, get a different game out and get some lunch. But I played it for like 10 minutes because it was just bad.
Right, I see.
It also didn't help that the entire story mode was a blocked scene for streaming, so it was like, well, there's not much point in trying to stream that then.
No, indeed.
So how you doing, Joe? I haven't talked to you for a while, due to, you know, the whole work Black Friday thing.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Same old rule. Start my temporary work today, which is why I'm here, because I start later. But
Nice.
then I start early, but it's weird.
Well, it is always nice to make money at this time of year, because you can spend it on video games.
Indeed. Indeed. I'm quite worried that I'm not going to be able to get the train that I want to do. So to start my work at 3:30, I'm probably going to have to get a train that's at 11:30. Which is not great.
That's pretty early for when you start.
Yeah.
So, you know what they say?
Having
Better
free
early
time.
than late. You know, kind of. Even if it is several
True.
hours. But you know what it's a good time for then, Joe? This is a good time for Switch video games.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep,
Look
you could
at
take
all
your
the
Switch with you.
trains.
You could play your Switch on the train, and then you can play your Switch off of the train and play more video games when you're waiting for work to start.
True. I could do.
How's your Switch backlog these days?
I haven't bought anything for it since I actually bought it from all the games. I think I completed everything except for replaying Zelda, because I played that on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Talking Zelda, I should actually go and play it some more because I bought the expansion pass the other day for £11.
That's a pretty
It
good
was on
price.
sale, and it was on sale for like £14 or so, and I had a bunch of the gold coins or stars, whatever they call them. I don't know.
Yeah, they call them Nintendo coins, I think, these days.
So I did that. Yeah, I'm playing a lot of Black Ops. I'm kind of sad because I was hoping that I'd be able to get Dark Matter Camo before I started my work, but I'm not going to. I still have the assault rifles to do.
You managed to get through that many more guns, though, because like last time I saw you, you finished all the sniper rifles and quite a lot of other guns, but I didn't think you were that close to Dark Matter already.
Yeah, I've done everything except for the assault rifles now. And like most of the assault rifles have like, you know, half the headshots done.
It's not too bad at all, Joe.
I think if I bought the game at release, then I definitely would have done it for an extra week, but you know, I didn't. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll have like any time following the next few days, which are training days, so I start later. It all depends how fast I can walk to work or not, which I'm going to test today. Because the shift times are different from last year, see. Otherwise it would have been fine with the train I normally got. So we'll see. So I thought I'd play video games this morning
Sable
and then
guys?
get ready and leave.
How did you get up there? What are you doing? Some of the Sable guys got out of an APC and then climbed up on a ledge at like a city hall building and then couldn't move off of it because they couldn't path off of it. That was weird.
That's pretty weird.
Anyway, yeah. Hopefully you're able to walk to work just fine because you know, like that also saves you money on the train.
Well, I need to get the train and walk to work, you see.
Ah, okay.
I'm tempted to find out how much a taxi would be from the station to the work, which I'm going to ask about today, in case I need it.
What with how the time works out.
Yeah. Who knows? Well, I've been playing this game quite a lot. Do you remember the last time we played, like, I don't know, a few days ago, just before the double XP started? And
Yes.
like I was one prestige ahead of you. Do you remember?
Yes. You were prestige
Well, now-
4 at the time, I think you're 2 prestige ahead of me at the time.
Yeah. Well, now prestige 7, level 42. So,
Is the double XP still on or has it ended over the weekend?
no, well, it's going to stop today.
Oh, okay.
Sable team stationed in Trinity. What's your status? Over. We have ordered a crowd of civilians to disperse and are detaining those refusing to comply.
Yeah, I made good use of it.
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Like, I level up so fast because of the double XP that I haven't even spent the last 2 prestige tokens because I've got no idea what to spend them on. I'm like tempted to just spend them in a gunship or something.
I mean, like, that would also help for when you get gunships in your care packages, or just earn them naturally that you'd be able to get the challenges done for them, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Plus, but I've been saving them in case there's any assault rifles I haven't unlocked by the time I've, you know, done all the other ones. Sometimes I'll just save them for things to unlock. But like,
That's fair.
I really don't think I'm going to be playing like any video games anytime soon for a while though. Except
I know what
for
that's
Switch,
like, yeah. The last couple of days I was too tired to really do anything. I tried playing some Battlefield with the lads because Brat and Matt had both picked it up, and I was the worst puppy, Joe. Just the worst puppy. Like, the only effective thing I did over like 3 hours of playing Battlefield was I stood behind Brat's tank and fixed it with a repair tool when he got into fights. Like, I was just walking around getting shot and it was like, yeah, I don't really mind. Oh, but man, just don't buy Battlefield 5 yet, Joe. Like, it's so early access and broken in just fundamental ways. I need to make a video about it at some point over the next 2 days because I'm off today and tomorrow. Like, just, I don't know if you saw the one I put up last night, but the repair tool doesn't hurt enemy vehicles.
That's really dumb.
It's incredibly dumb. Like, that's my most unfavourite thing about it so far. The next unfavourite thing is that Matt managed to unlock a second seat in the bomber because, you know, he'd been flying in planes because that's the sort of thing that Matt does. Except you can't spawn on him when he's in the air in a plane. The only way to get in the second seat of a bomber is for him to land the bomber, get out, have you spawn on him, and then get into the bomber while it's on the ground.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. That's just Battlefield, man. Like, it's just, there's so many things like that are broken. Or the fact that, like, when you're playing the game, if you spawn in like, operations or conquests, grand operations, sorry, you can't get in a vehicle because they haven't spawned yet. The quickest way to get into a vehicle, the quickest way to get into a vehicle is to spawn, kill yourself, and then the vehicles spawn so you can actually get into them. Yeah, what happened to that crime that spawned?
That's pretty stupid.
Yep. But it's also one of those things that, like, it also means that it can get kind of broken at times when in grand operations. Like, if you kill yourself at the start of a conquest game of that, then you can get in a bomber and bomb everyone at the first point and get like 12 kills straight off the bat.
That sounds pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. Cool, but also slightly broken when you're on the receiving end.
Yeah. So I imagine at some point they might fix things.
I'm hoping so. I mean, they still haven't fixed some stuff from the launch issues, like the fact that like the pre-order costumes you get just straight up don't have descriptions. Like they just say that, hey, you know, this is a pre-order item, and they didn't bother to write a description for it yet.
That is weird.
Yeah. Come down. So yeah, Battlefield it feels broken in so many levels that it's not something I can recommend buying just now.
No,
Like even stuff like the fact that like Brad and Matt, they like to be in the air and give you air support. But because of the way that the spawn system works, they seem to be assuming you're going to be spawning on your squad mates more than on points, because there's not really any like APCs or anything to spawn on. So if you can't spawn on them in planes because you can't spawn on bombers in the air. Thanks, it's from the DLC, the Iron Spider comic suit. Because they're in the air in planes that you can't spawn on unless they land, then like you're walking from the spawn most of the time. And because of course puppies don't know how to play medic or revive people, then the squad revive system doesn't work because your squad mates are in the air and they're not exactly having a great time.
It doesn't sound too great.
Not ideal, no. The V1 rockets are pretty broken because they seem to be very easy to guess, in that like the end of every Conquest game just revolves around everyone calling them in one after the other, which is kind of great though because of the sheer number of huge explosions that go off. The fortification system is really weird because you can build a fortification and then it takes like 3 seconds to actually build, and if a puppy then stands in the way of it, then it just doesn't build and it gets like a red outline. And you think that it might build after the puppy steps out of the way, but it doesn't. You have to then go in and finish it once puppies stop standing in the way of the thing you're trying to build.
That's pretty dumb. I have heard that they changed it so anyone can build those now, not just...
Yes, you don't have to be an engineer for it, but engineers do it much faster.
Okay. Maybe we'll fix it, in a couple of months and I'll pick it up then.
Yeah, like it's something that will probably be in the January sales, I'd expect. Like the Xbox version already had a ridiculous sale for Black Friday. Like we were doing Battlefield 5 and a new controller for 80 quid, when Battlefield 5 is 70.
That's not bad. There's a glitch on Amazon where I can pick it up in a few games at the moment, but I'm not that fussed about buying anything.
Yeah, well, like it's also something I can't recommend getting it at the moment with how it is because it just feels so damaged.
Yeah, bit of a shame, though.
Yeah, like I was really looking forward to it. I was hoping that it'd be something I'd be playing more than Black Ops, but like it doesn't feel good to play. Oh, and the assignments, Joe.
Yeah.
Assignments are also broken. Like I had an assignment to get to build fortifications as an allied soldier. And I was wondering why it wasn't progressing. And it's because it was only counting when you're playing as an Axis soldier. Like they're literally just mislabeled as the wrong things. Or I had a daily challenge to get open bracket 0 colon D close brackets points in TDM.
Nice.
Yeah. Turns out that was 1,000 points in TDM, and that got the daily order done. But when stuff like the main menu doesn't show properly, it just feels like you're buying an early access game for 70 quid.
Yeah, it does sound quite broken.
Hi, I'm your parole officer. You're doing it wrong.
Like, it really does sound that, even though it was delayed for a while, it was still rushed.
Yeah, it really feels that way. Jeez, enough snipers here, isn't there? You know, sometimes, Joe, it's easy to forget just how good the combat in this game can feel sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely want to pick up Spiderman again at some point.
Yeah, I got it digitally when it was in the Black Friday sale, just because I had the DLC packs and I figured it'd be a good way of getting around to it. CJSeedge is not my real name. If my real name was CJSeedge, it would be pretty cool, but my name is in fact CJ, so that's what I tend to go with. Unfortunately, spoilers, Robo-Joe Prime is also not the real name of my friend in my chat, you know. Though, could you get your name legally changed to Robo-Joe Prime? Or Robo-Joe?
Probably. I think so. But I'd give it a go. Bad guy.
I did. That's it. Cool.
That was like a crazy.
Oh god, they're all looking on here. Yeah, they're all washing.
Yeah, Spider-Man is definitely one of my games of the year. It's like in another game like this, I wouldn't bother going for the platinum because it wouldn't be fun trying to do these. Yeah. There's like 600 more crimes to do, but it just feels fun swinging around and it's fun to do.
Yeah, like I was planning to platinum myself, but then you know the mess up I had with my thing, one up sides, send it back. But I definitely want to pick it up again. Like it's been down to like £29 in Black Friday sales, which is kind of cool.
I have to ask Joe, how much has Fallout 76 went down to over there? Because it's already down to 50 quid over here, and that's pretty cheap for a new release game.
I think I saw it in Tesco for 32, or maybe it's 42. Wow. I forget.
That's pretty bad.
That was on Friday, you know, like on Friday itself as well, which is, but that's like only a week after release, I think, isn't it? So like, it's kind of absurd.
Portion control.
The only thing I picked up was what did I pick up? Oh yeah, it was Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, digitally on the USA Amazon for $10. It's a pretty solid price.
$10 for Horizon Complete? Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I hadn't played the DLC yet, so I thought, yeah, why not? Let's just buy that for $10. And,
I mean, heck, the DLC would be that much normally.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty solid deal. So I got that on my USA account and I got it downloaded now. I was planning on playing it like a little in the mornings, before my work over the next month, but now I've worked the times out, it's not going to be a thing. That's alright, I'll replay at some point.
Yeah, sometime in the new year before Ace Combat and Resi come out.
Yeah, I still need to play Red Dead 2 as well. Well, I haven't touched it basically since I started playing Black Ops a lot,
Yeah. Well, on the plus side, Joe, once you've got your Dark Matter camo, you'll probably take a break from playing Black Ops on your own, I'd say.
Probably. I mean, it's been a goal, I've been doing it. I'm just sad I won't be able to do it before my work, so I'll probably have to wait until after Christmas now. But I'll see. Yeah. I'll work stuff out.
Plus, if you're on, like, are you working until the late evening, is it? Like, till, 10 o'clock at night kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. So I won't really have time in the evening. Like, if I'm working my times out, it's just going to be sleep, travel, and work, and that's basically it. Maybe I can get in, maybe, I don't know, an hour again, maybe in the morning. Which will be alright. But I'm not sure. But, it's fine. I like money.
Money is nice.
Great. Just when I thought I might run out of signal agents to hit. Keep them out of the air.
Hold on, is that an unexploded missile? Where do I shoot this?
Always a good question to ask.
Tiny bit safer. Nice job, dude.
Well, I've never been to really exploring out in the sea in this.
Hang on, is this an exploded missile? I've never been exploded out to sea. What are you playing just now, Joe? 'Cause I thought you were playing Black Ops for a second.
I am, you know the map, well, was it Contraband, the big beach one with all the broken boats and things?
Yes.
I went, when I play this on hardcore, I always go swimming out in the sea to get easier long shots.
Oh yeah, because
tactical challenges.
Across the map.
But I never really bothered going under the sea much and exploring until I was hiding then.
Hey, there's some Easter eggs under there.
back down.
Be advised, escape convicts and stolen vehicles are causing a major disturbance. Incident is ongoing in the west.
For the next 3 days, I need to go into my work later because it's training. You know, got to train me to learn
Yep,
about
because you've
things.
definitely never done that job before, Joe.
No, for the past 10 years and not even, you know, a couple of months ago. But it's cool, you get paid for training, and usually you like help people.
Yeah. Plus, it's also less effort than the actual job.
Yeah.
Escape prisoners on motorcycles.
But I'm thinking I'll play super hardcore in the mornings. And maybe I'll be able to do it in these 3 days. Like, I've got a lot of progress towards headshots and various guns today.
That's good. Oh, well, okay then. Is there someone still alive? Oh, hello. Goodbye. Some of the bad guys in this will just get kind of spawned like 60 feet away from the actual crime, and it's like, why isn't this crime ended yet? Oh, there's a guy like on the other side of the map.
Yeah, it's pretty weird sometimes how that is. Bang on, aren't they?
So I'm going to play this for a bit until lunchtime, then I'm going to head out and get a different game from work. I've got a couple of different things got traded in over the course of the weekend to try. I'm not sure which one to pick next. And get some lunch. Because my oven's broken, Joe.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you did mention that, didn't you?
Great excuse for takeaways, but kind of sucks that, you know, like I can't just have food.
By the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is a bit of a pain, it sounds good.
But yeah, I've got 3 choices of games that are traded in to pick me. I've already played through My Hero Academia, so there's currently something called Adam's Venture, which I've not really heard of.
Right.
There's Galgun 2, of which I've played the first Galgun, and like, it probably got me on a watch list, but you know, maybe the second one's better. Or there is, what was the other one? Call of Cthulhu got traded in.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
I wish these convicts would use their freedom for something non-destructive, like knitting or...
I think I'll probably take out Adam's Venture today, just because I have no idea what it is. Then I can take out one of the other ones tomorrow.
That makes sense. Try the unknown things.
Exactly. How many more crimes we got? We've got 2 more stable crimes in this area. That sounds like one of them right now. That's good. But yeah, right now, like, I intend on just doing very, very little today. Like, I'm so tired from the weekend.
There was only one set of footprints.
Yeah, I can imagine it's very busy people.
Thankfully, we didn't have too many idiot customers this year. You know, the people who are like, you know, oh no, why isn't this cheaper? Or why is this more expensive than this other shop that does a deal?
Yeah, that's good. There's or less people like that.
Yeah. The only one that we had that was even slightly stupid was just a couple of kids who were in. They're like, is Red Dead on sale? I was like, nope. I was like, do you know if it's on sale in Argos? I was like, I don't know. I don't work in Argos. I mean, I checked the next day because of the fact that it was out there, but it was not in fact on sale, surprising no one. Like, I really don't know why people thought Red Dead would go on sale for Black Friday, given it came out like 2 weeks before.
And it's, pretty good and certainly popular.
That too. I mean, like, I might be misremembering, but from what I recall, like, Grand Theft Auto 5 took like a year and a half to go on sale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that really takes a long time. Hold on, you're a bad guy, what the hell?
Or?
I was so confused. Someone just walked past me into the room that I was in and started firing out the window. And then I noticed he was firing at our team. And I thought, that's a bad guy.
He just kind of ignored you and was fine with you hanging out with him.
So I just shot him in the back. Like, he walked straight past me to get in there, though, like he had to have seen me. I was standing in front of the window. I don't even understand sometimes, man. Puppies don't make sense. It's great.
Yeah. Puppy's gonna pub, Joe.
Also, I found that the most fun thing in the universe is having a strike team on Nuketown. It's hilarious.
I can only imagine, yeah.
I got 2 of them on 2 separate games. But they just wandered around and sat in the houses and just shot everything. It was amazing.
Did you manage to get a gunship on Nuketown yet, or?
No, I haven't. I imagine it's pretty good though. I've been using, or trying to use, Sniper Nest and Strike Team together, which is a pretty good combination because like the Strike Team flushes people outside and then the Sniper Team shoots them, which is always fun. I've only got that a couple of times though.
Oh, I love the combo finishers on the jetpack guys. They're so good.
Yeah.
Actually, I've actually been messing around with the photo mode when I wasn't streaming, when I was doing this a couple of days ago, getting some really nice pictures. I need to remember to upload them to Facebook. But the combo finishers are just really, really cool for some of the guys. Like the, the disabled jetpack guys.
Yeah.
What else do I have to do for this crime, guys? Oh, there's one guy hiding around the corner who hasn't seen me. Cool.
Of course.
I just stealth take down him after taking down every Earth able troop in this area. Yeah, like I've been messing around with the photo mode, getting some screenshots because some of the beatdown finishers on Triangle and Circle are just really, really cool. Like there's one where you kick the jetpack guy in the face and then web him and then use the web to drag him back into your foot and kick him in the face again. It just looks really satisfying. I'd mess around more with photo mode just now, but when you're streaming, like people like to see actually, like beat up bad guys as opposed to trying to take pictures.
Understandable.
Stable control. We have an update on the situation in Clinton. Observation group supply. On alert for priority target.
I also really like the new costumes from the DLC, from the second DLC, are really, really good.
Oh, they had some good ones, didn't they?
Yeah, I've got the comic book Iron Spider on just now.
Oh, okay. Take a picture of it and send it to me when you get a chance to see it.
Sure.
Wonder if building owners are charging Sable rent for these rooftop posts.
1 second there, Joe, and I'll send you one. I'll send you one of the nice little screenshots I sent. I took with the photo mode.
Yeah, sure, man.
Come on, PS4, you can do it. We had the first elusive target for Hitman last Tuesday, and it was Sean Bean, and it was really good.
Oh yeah.
He had some great dialogue, mostly referencing the fact that he was pretty much aware of who 47 was.
Sounds pretty cool, yeah.
He also gets a lot of dialogue referencing some of his movie roles as well. Like there's the fact that he's an ex MI6 agent and stuff like that.
Oh, nice, nice. I don't understand in this game how my team are winning quite well, but people keep leaving.
Maybe they're having bad internet connections?
Maybe.
Or maybe they're just like,
Maybe.
yeah, my teammates have got this, they're doing well.
Strong-arming civilians is not gonna fly in my town. Say goodnight.
That was like the worst web blossom of all time.
Not how you protect
I was too high up in the air so I didn't actually hit anyone. Whoops.
more guys? Man, Silver Sable must be at a lot of job fairs. To this city.
Yeah, that's that one done. Is that another district complete?
Nice.
100%, 100%, and 100%. Cool. That's 4 districts down. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not too bad. Right, we need to get into Hell's Kitchen now, so we need to go north. I've also managed to find 45 of the 50 secret photo ops as well while doing this. I imagine I'll find the rest by going into places I haven't done the rest of the crimes yet. It's just annoying they don't turn up on the real map. They only pop up when you get close to them on the mini-map. It's like...
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
I mean, that's kind of the point of a secret photo op, I guess, but... Lads and work are having fun times now. Seems like I missed all the bad customers overnight.
That's
Someone
good.
bought a
Good.
HyperX headset that's compatible with PS4, and then they want their money back because apparently it's not working with their PS4. It's like, I wonder if they've tried, like, you know, reading the manual, see if there's any way that you have to set it up in particular.
Sounds a bit suspect.
Hang on, is that crime? The crime's in the other area again. I want them in Hell's Kitchen now. I'm done with Greenwich.
Car wreck down there. Bad one.
Why would you just run up to me and shoot me, teammate?
Because you're doing too good at shooting mans?
You just straight up run up to me and just shot me. Oh no. My accidentally shoot him in the back of the head in the moment.
The record down, but people are still trapped.
I always like it when someone decides to walk through an enemy razor wire just as I'm about to rocket it, and then they explode.
Citizen's like, I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real. It's like, I'm pretty sure the world knows Spider-Man's real at this point.
Yeah.
Spider-Man doesn't kill people. Nope, no siree. That guy who I just crushed under a car is perfectly fine. Oh dear.
Reminds me of the Batman games where, like, I think I've still got some screenshots of some dudes just completely mangled up in a corner on the X-ray vision, and they just look entirely broken. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was one of those things of like someone was trapped in a car, one of those ones, and you did the animation of lifting the car up to get them out. One of the guys I'd knocked out was underneath where I flipped the car onto. So Spider-Man just casually put a car on top of a guy who was unconscious and crushed him.
Nice.
This is Stable Control. Do we have an update on the situation in Clinton?
I just got an Avenger medal. Oh no, sorry, it's Avenger. That's fine. I thought it said Saviour. I was going to be very confused considering it was a guy controlling a hellstorm. And I was like, how did I get a Saviour for that?
Yeah, kill him before the hellstorm slammed into the ground and kill one of your friends.
My team are what's the opposite of good?
Matt.
Yeah, they're absurdly bad.
Oh, he's got the bloody padding.
I almost killed a teammate then because he's too stupid to not run into razor wire.
Actually, that reminds me, if you're playing hardcore, you have friendly fire and everything, right?
Yes, everything.
So does that mean, like, if you're playing Torque, that you can microwave and razor wire your teammates? Or do you still pass through razor wire?
No, you can pass through those. There used to be a bug where you could melee friendly razor wire and then kill yourself on it. Those things are fine. You can walk through trip mines fine, that sort of stuff.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure, given that, you know, like, there's definitely friendly fire. I wasn't sure if it was IFF or not and that sort of thing.
But it's like, things like threshers, that's basically you getting kicked out of the server as soon as you call in because the gunfire from it goes everywhere and it doesn't discriminate.
They're a little bit
everyone.
liberal with their application of explosives. I imagine you wouldn't want a gunship either.
Gunships aren't too bad actually, because you can pretty easily see where your teammates are. So this dude is just racking me and I don't know what to do.
I'd recommend shooting him.
Yeah, it's pretty challenging. Hey, we lost. What a surprise, I did really badly.
Did you do worse than everyone on your team though, Joe?
No.
Then that's not the worst thing in the world.
These inmates have nothing to lose. I need to save those people fast. Ooh, does this bus go by Avengers Tower?
Oh, which gun is that guy has?
It's kind of crazy that I'm still occasionally hearing new lines from Spidey that I haven't heard before. Like, there's one of the things that the prisoner crimes where they steal a tour bus, and he's like, "Oh, does this go by Avengers Tower?"
Yeah. It's got a surprising amount of dialogue and whatnot.
There's also there's a really good joke that runs through the second DLC. Are you going to play through the DLC, you think?
I will at some point.
Okay.
But I don't know when. Like, I haven't got the game again yet.
No worries.
You can tell me the joke, whatever it is, I'm not fussed.
Well, there's a really cool new method of delivering bad guys that they reveal that Sable had. Sable are basically nods and have underground APCs.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes. And then Spider-Man tries to come up with a name for them, because he's like, man, there's still more people arriving out of those digging things. Man, I need to come up with a name for them. And then there's a running joke throughout the DLC where he keeps trying to come up with different names, and then eventually when he comes up with one, the thugs make fun of him for it. Because
That's pretty good.
they're like, wait, what'd you call that? He's like, a dig boy. He's like, the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's a dig boy? It's like, well, you come up with a name for those things then. But yeah, I think that someone in the dev team is definitely a fan of Command and Conquer, Joe, because there is not only the underground APCs lifted straight from Nod's databanks, but there's also a mission called Yuri's Revenge.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
What is it with felons lighting fires? I mean, I guess we take a wild guess. You were in for arson? And we're done. Back to lockup.
I did see a thing I posted on Facebook a while back that they're remaking Tiberian Sun in the original Red Alert, yeah?
I didn't know actually. But that's
Frank Kopacki announced it because they're using his music again, or he's making new music for it apparently. But EA have got some of the original developers from Westwood, and they're going to remake both Tiberian Sun and the original Red Alert in a brand new engine.
That's pretty awesome.
Seen the city this bad since.
So I'm looking forward to that, being a thing, and hopefully it being, what's the word I'm looking for, good.
Yeah, would be nice.
It's also kind of weird though, because remember at E3 they showed off that terrible looking Command and Conquer mobile phone game that was just like the antithesis of everything I ever wanted from Command and Conquer. It still hasn't come to phones yet. Like I registered for that day for access to it when it becomes available, and it still isn't on the Google Play Store for me.
That's really weird.
Yeah. I don't know if it's something that's only on tablets at the moment, or it's on different operating systems, or what. Because you know the way phones are, it's like a maze trying to find out what games are actually playable on what. But yeah, still isn't available. Like, I kind of want to try it just to see what they did with it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll be mildly interested to try it out.
Man, I really need to get used to not using Web Blossom against Sable guys when there's like those turrets around, because you can't cancel out a Web Blossom, and then what ends up happening is the turrets just shoot at you because they don't care about the fact that you're webbing. Oh yeah.
Teammate, why would you shoot me?
Sable really gives a guy a run for
Because
his money.
teammates are silly. So 2 more Sable crimes here. Okay.
This is Sable Control. Need an update from Devil's Shelf. Over. Control, a group of civilians are inciting violence against peacekeepers. We're detaining and questioning the ringleaders.
Hey, you do know you're the bad guys here, right? More guys? Man, Silver Sable must be at a lot of job fairs. guys were gonna be bad news.
So one more Sable crime here, and that's the entire south side done. Not too bad. I wasn't even that worried about doing the crimes, but people keep posting about it whenever I talk about the DLCs. It's like, you know, do the story, do the story. It's like, fine, do the story. The DLCs have been really good though. Like, I've been really happy with them.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'll definitely play them myself at some point.
Just because something I've been kind of thinking about is like, pretty much all of the DLCs for this big Sony titles that have come out in the last couple of years have been really, really good. Like the Horizon DLC. I mean, if you want to go as far back even as Left Behind for Last of Us, the God of War New Game Plus stuff they added was really impressive. The Spiderman DLC.
Are those spotlights to attract my attention? Maybe make it less ambiguous.
Yeah, I've heard the
Spider logo. Nah, we
the Frozen Wild stuff's pretty good. I'm looking forward to playing that at some point. What the?
Fine.
Oh.
I have managed to think of one slight story flaw with the crimes with regards to Sable, or one weird thing that doesn't quite fit with the rest of the game. You know when you kick people off of buildings, you web them to the building automatically so that they don't die. But then the Sable guys who have heavy armor can't be webbed until you knock their armor off. But if you kick a guy in heavy Sable armor off a building, then they get webbed and don't die.
That's strange.
Yes. It's like, you know, okay, they're invincible to my webs for a while, unless I'm going to actually kill them by throwing them off a building, in which case they let the webs work, I guess.
Maybe the armor protects them from full damage.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm just being, you know, pedantic and pernickety, but, you know, it's just fun to think of these stupid things.
It is.
Oh, did you also see there's a PSN Flash sale on today as well?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, there's some stuff on there that's kind of vaguely tempting, but I just don't really want to get yet.
Balance are our goal, not bloodshed. When threatened, even the peaceful must defend themselves.
Much I want to get lately.
He threatens us all.
I'm picking up
Immorality cannot be forgiven. Deliver Osborn to us, and we will.
got that Spiderman again at some point maybe, and
Because yeah, like the stuff I was vaguely tempted by was stuff like the Banner Saga's on sale. You get all 3 Banner Saga games for let's see, $29.99.
that's not too bad.
Yeah, like I haven't played any of the Banner Saga games. Is the only thing, so I don't actually know if I'd like them. But from what I've heard, they're kind of XCOM-y.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about them myself.
Taken hostage on a tourist bus. That's a New York reality tour for you. Always eat your vegetables.
That's not bad. Do you want to get in progress with losing and immediately get 5 kills and almost eating it?
I also love the fact that Spider-Man talks back to the like reporters after some crimes. Like there were some news vans at the one of the tour buses that got kidnapped, and it's like, Spider-Man, can we get a quote? And he says, always eat your vegetables. Or it's like, get a photo of Spider-Man. Make sure you get my good side. You know, just It's part of what makes Spider-Man such a good hero is his ability to, not just be a stoic, terrible person.
Yeah, it's good like that.
1079. Just got a tip on a bomb threat. Report came in from Morningside Heights. Over.
Oscorp. I've got my issues with how they
Very nice
operate.
winning game.
Can't deny their success.
Where was that bomb threat game? You said there was a bomb threat. Where's the bomb? Give me a crime. Give me a crime!
Oh, we lost.
Way too many bullets flying over there. Hey, can we solve this peacefully if I brought you cupcakes? We gotta get him on the ground.
I really love the gadget that gives you slow down time on a successful perfect dodge, because it just turns the game into Bayonetta with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I should probably play Bayonetta at some point.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2's pretty good.
Joe, I still haven't played through Bayonetta 1 on the Switch, and I got that in February.
Oh, alright. Yeah, fair enough, man.
Like I say, I'll get around to it at some point, just,
Some point.
Yeah, there's been a few games to play this year. Like, I also haven't played much of Octopath Traveler yet, either. Which I really should, because I thought it was going to be one of the games of the year, but it just didn't grab me the way I wanted it to.
That's a shame. That's something I might pick up myself at some point if I
Doesn't want me dead?
see a decent enough deal like. What time is it? What's happening?
25 past 11 or so? Or half 11?
Yeah. I got until 12, so that's fine.
This is Stable Control. What's the status of our position in Riverside? Need reinforcements south of Foxtrot. We're taking fire.
The enemy of my enemy is probably also my enemy. Still gotta shut this down. Hey, rooftops are for barbecues, not firefights. Literally didn't see that coming. You'd think Sable would be grateful for me saving their butts. And you'd be wrong.
I wonder what Zombiac will do next after Spider-Man. When they finish off the Spider-Man DLC, I mean. Do you think they'll just get straight to work on a sequel, or do you think they'll do more Ratchet and Clank stuff, or maybe they'll do a sequel to Sunset Overdrive, or...
I don't know, man. I imagine with how popular Spider-Man is, they'd probably be wanting a sequel. So,
Yeah. I imagine both Marvel and Sony would have to be pretty happy with it, given how well it's broken sales charts and whatnot for... Well, wasn't it the biggest first exclusive title or something of all time or something stupid like that?
maybe. I'm not actually sure. I didn't really read much about it.
Someone's pinned under that car. Need to hurry.
I probably pick it up again, like in January or so, maybe.
Yeah, it'll be on the sale anyway.
Okay, is that guy still hiding there?
There's someone inside that car. They're pinned by debris. Just a little more. Okay.
What
Still need to
are my
rescue the
stupid
trapped
team doing?
civilians.
I'm back to core now. I should have stayed in hardcore.
Don't panic. I'm here. Everyone's safe. I should let fire and rescue do their jobs.
Yeah, there are all kinds of central parts. I need to go left again. Because you have to imagine, like, Santa Monica's probably harder work than God of War 2, but with all these rumours flying around about next gen being in a couple of years' time, do you think there'll be a PS5 soon, or do you think it'll be a couple of years out?
I don't think it'll be 2019.
Yeah, that'd definitely be too soon.
2020.
See, I reckon it'll be like 20,
Maybe
21 or 22 even.
All units, we are receiving reports of a live bomb in the area. Any officers in Riverside proceed to the scene.
Like, I think Microsoft need the generation reset way more than Sony do.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Tell that to the demons. Another bomb threat. Can you tackle it? Disable the primary device for the army.
Yeah, maybe.
Then tackle the secondary devices.
On it. I'll update you when it's done.
I don't really care. I'll just get whatever's most games.
I mean, I remember hearing heard last week, sorry, that apparently there was a thing, next year there's going to be an Xbox One S with no hard drive, or no disk drive on it, sorry.
Interesting. Interesting. It's a strange choice.
Well, you know the way they're trying to push that Game Pass stuff that they do.
Yeah, that's true.
And from what I've seen, but Game Pass is a pretty good deal. If you've got an Xbox One, you should probably have it.
Yeah. I probably would if I really used it much. I have too many other games to play at the moment.
Get that arming. Bomb triggers wired in series. Great. Disarmed. Damn. Dead man's switch. The other bombs are armed. Need to disable them before they explode.
Yeah, Spiderman! I mean, thank you for the assistance.
Anytime.
I disarmed some bombs, and the lead officer was like, "Yeah, Spider-Man!" He said, "Thank you for the assist, citizen."
That's pretty good. Someone just walked up behind our team and just mowed down like 4 of them without any of them turning around or reacting at all.
Hardcore or core? Because, I mean, if it's hardcore, you haven't got a mini-map. How can you expect people to look behind them, Joe? That's just crazy.
There's like, I mean, it's on call, and just none of them turned or reacted at all to the gunfire. It wasn't even silenced or anything. It was just absurd.
People counting on that food to survive. Food fight! See? Because it's a fight over food. Not going back inside. Felt that one, didn't you? Letting him win! Say your prayers! More Sable guys. Looks like my webs bring all the boys to the yard. Escape Khan stealing food from the needy. Talk about eroding your faith in humanity.
Oh, did you get to look at those pictures I sent you, Joe? In between rounds.
Oh, no, I haven't yet. I will, let's go.
No worries.
Is that my baby?
Be advised, escaped convicts are opening fire from stolen vehicles. Report came in from near Ansonia. Over.
This looks like a job for Spider traffic cop. Hey, your tags are expired.
Oh, have you heard about that Into the Spider-Verse movie that's coming out, Joe?
No. I was the only person on my team to go positive in that game. We lost, clearly.
Probably due to the fact that you've been the only person to go positive.
I died 15 times, that guy died 17 times. Yeah, right. No, I didn't hear of that what you mentioned.
It's a new animated movie, it's out in December, but basically the idea is, you know, like a bunch of Spider-Mans from different dimensions end up together. But there's also a tie-in comic for it as well, which has the Spider-Man from the game in it.
Oh, wow, okay. That's cool.
And I saw a picture in the SA thread for the game of they were kind of talking with between other Spider-Mans and trying to talk about other Spider-Mans to get into their dimension to help them solve the problem they have. And they're like, well, what about this guy?
Yeah.
You know, this Spider-Man in the dimension, whatever it is, he's a grizzled veteran of the Force. And the game Spider-Man's like, Spider-Cop is real? I can't tell you how happy this makes me.
That's great.
All units, armed hostiles are assaulting a police van. Mobilize on Monk Park.
Is it still a prison break if they're not even in prison yet? This is not how you exchange insurance information. great news. You'll see. Don't think of it as going back to jail. Think of it as coming home.
Okay, so that's Hell's Kitchen still done. We go back into the Upper West Side. One more thug crime, 5 sable crimes. Right. Getting there. Probably won't finish it this morning, but you know, we've made significant progress.
All units, a break-in was just reported. Incident is active.
It sounds
here in
like
Sonia.
you'll do it soon.
Mm-hmm. Like I say, crucially, I'm just having fun, you know, punching mans, so...
Not even wow, you all forgot your keys?
It is a very fun game for that.
A thing of beauty. Ah! Ah! Don't you guys watch horror movies? Splitting up is always a bad idea.
Shall we take a break soon enough, go out, get that game, and get some shopping in. I have to buy lots of microwavable food for the moment.
Yes, very understandable.
The landlord did say they're going to get someone out to look at it today, but, you know, if they need to get parts in or something, it could well be some time before it gets fixed. At least the hobs still work, so you know I can always like boil and fry stuff.
That's good at least.
Yeah. Just, you know, typically, like, you know, the last bunch of shopping I got in was all stuff that says, like, please put in the oven. Please put in the oven.
Find out I'm someone who can fight back. Find a way to get Sable out of New York permanently.
You probably play some more Tetris Effect today as well. I've only played it the once, and like every time I boot up my PS4 now, I just listen to the theme for a little while. It's a really good song.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So many things to do, just no enthusiasm to do any of them.
I get you.
I'll be more productive tomorrow after I've had a day of not doing anything.
guys in bulk. I am definitely not giving Sable International a good review online.
Guys just like scorpions?
I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real.
What kind of nightmare is this?
I'm gonna tell everybody.
It's another little small thing about Spider-Man, but something I really appreciate, is that they fudge the physics sometimes when it comes to trees. And that, like, if they actually had realistic physics, then you'd smack off of like every single tree going through the parks, but you don't.
Yeah. It is nice like that.
Oh, guys, this is really starting to verge on stalking. Sable has certainly made swinging through New York more exciting. Also, more life-threatening.
Ah.
The Sable agents are going too far. Guys, it's I love New York, not I thug New York.
Heavy orders on.
glad Sable's after me now, too. As if I didn't have enough to worry about.
Okay, one more prime and that's this district complete. That leaves 2 districts to do after launch.
Sable Team, this is Control. What's our status in Morningside Heights? Control, a group of civilians are inciting violence against peacekeepers. We're detaining and questioning the ringleaders.
Ignoring now. Oh, up for me? Thank you, Sable International! Rounding up protesters. What's happening to this city?
Yeah, there's these crimes in Upper East Side and Harlem to do, and that's them all done.
Nice.
Times it 5 to 12. Yeah, that's a good point to stop, I think. I'm going to swing over to the Upper East Side and then save. Or actually, let's just fast travel there, because that way I'll guarantee to start down a next play.
Makes sense.
Right, Joe, I'm going to head off. Have fun at work.
Yeah, dude. We do, man. You have a good day yourself.
I will. I'll do
I'll catch you,
absolutely nothing.
whenever. Good plan.
I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, lads.